And sir, I think you are doing a stupendous job in the sense that what should have been mainstream itihasa of Bharat was made the alternate itihasa or a mythical thing. So you are again making it mainstream, like you are again making that thing the mainstream thing. So, so on that account, I think you have done some great amount of work in our epic studies, their timelines, their geographies, their details, and all those things. So our discussion today will be based on those things, and I'll ask you certain questions that I have and certain questions that are popularly in the minds of people, which I feel, which we can you can share your insights on them. So, sir, just to start, I would like to start with the Vedas, if that is okay.
Yes.
So, sir, we see a lot of yagnas and hymns being chanted in the Vedas in different ways, like they are pujas or yagnas or those things. So, my first question would be a little bit controversial. I would like to ask you that are the Vedic hymns the hymns that are chanted in the Vedas, are they portals to different dimensions, or are they just prayers that are being done in temples and churches as usual in the modern times? So was it a key to the other dimension where some genuine contact with some higher possibilities was possible, or is it just a mundane prayer that other people are doing right now, taking their slippers off and going in and asking things? So is it the same thing?
Yeah. No, great question. Again, see, just question like this, if I choose to, I can go for 1 hour. It's not like I necessarily know the knowledge of it, but just to answer your question, is it like some portal to higher worlds, or is it just some chant that you will do to feel good yourself while doing puja in a mandir? And my answer is twofold. And in the Chatushkoti logic, you can give even the 4 types of answers. I would say first thing, we do not know. I mean, it's a good place to begin, that we do not know. If we understand we do not know, then there is a possibility of finding out what the truth is. But in a very puffed up way, we think we already understand Vedas, not just Vedas, about anything. Then there is no question of even finding more knowledge. There is no jnana vardhan. There is no growth of knowledge. So one answer I will give is we don't know. The second answer I will give is that answer to your question, is it this or is it this? And my answer is yes. Not just Vedas, but when we look at our many texts, ancient Indian texts, different, the information that is given is at a different levels. Now, does that mean it is created at a different levels? Well, yes. Does that mean it is to be understood at a different levels? Yes. Does that mean the creator was very conscious, like the person who wrote the grantha, let's say, was he or she conscious of that they were deliberately creating this multi-layer structure? I would say I don't know, but in my Shraddha, I like to believe that yes, they were possibly conscious, and even if they were not conscious, some great stuff was getting done through them. And I'm saying this based on my personal experience of my work, a very small piece of work related to Ramayana, Mahabharata and Vedas. That even when you are doing it, you are busy trying to solve a certain problem. You are not even aware what you are doing. I mean, you are aware in a generic sense, you have a specific problem and you are trying to solve it. But lot more gets done through you and through some higher powers, you can say, for a lack of better word. So the answer to your question is yes. So now let me just slightly elaborate on that too. So are they mantras to be chanted while doing a yajna, while doing a certain puja, while taking a bath, taking a shower? The answer is yes, yes, yes. Now, is that it? The answer is no. However, for some person, it may be sufficient. The person says, look, I don't know, I don't have an ability to even comprehend anything beyond this. I simply use these mantras, I chant the mantras. For example, I chant Purusha Sukta when I take shower. Om Sahasra Shirsha Purusha Sahasraksha Sahasrapat. And I just imagine like this, if I'm taking a shower, especially the shower, like the thousands of, the water particles, those are like the blessings of that Vishwa Purush, on me. So this is, you have a freedom. That is the beauty of a Sanatana, which is the Vichara Swatantriya, freedom of thought. You can experiment, because ultimately, when you do experiments, when your you can say the sharpness of the scissors of your intellect, just imagine as a metaphorically, the scissors to be your intellect, where the intellect breaks, you can keep on cutting the papers, you can cutting a piece of cloth. So many of the things written in our grantha, they actually fall off. The trimmings, they just fall off. They were not that important things. They were there for a reason, but not important, not critical. But a point comes when you are a scissor in a metaphorical sense, the scissor of your intellect breaks. Like you hit the stone, something, And I say that's where you have found your treasure. That's when you start getting these insights. And that's when there are these higher meanings that that actually are revealed to you. So can this be portals to higher worlds? Absolutely. Again, in the higher worlds also, Aditya, we may make a mistake, and my answer is already long, so I'll stop. The higher worlds, in the sense of, again, see how limited we are in our intellect. The higher worlds, we means physically we have to travel a huge distance with the speed of light, maybe for hundreds of years, and then we are going to reach higher worlds. Even that concept is very reductionist concept, which is to say the higher worlds can be right here and now. It's just that higher dimension we don't have access to. So it's not always a travel in space or travel in time. It can be a travel in intellect. Like just I will give the last metaphor and stop. Think of Bhagwan Krishna showing Vishwarup Darshan to Arjun, which is described briefly in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Back to you.